So did you see the Facebook page last week? Because I think that's when it came up.
I have been told about it, but to tell you the truth, I've really not paid much attention to it. I believe that I have a lot of good business to focus on, and I don't go that route. So, no, I guess I haven't paid it an awful lot of attention and given it much credibility.
What do you think of it now?
Well, I think it's reckless, and I think it's irresponsible for Derrick Hickey and people like that to attempt to denigrate the successes of the Cape Fear Public Utility Authority. The city and the county finally acknowledged that we would do much better as a single public utility than separate entities, and we would give better delivery for our system and quality for the citizens. I just don't know what Derrick Hickey wants to do if he's elected, to turn the CFPUA back over to the government to run, to go backwards, more big government. And it's obvious to me that Derrick is only playing on people's fears and mistrust and seeking political advantage. He's just not offering solutions. And his attacks also are filled with errors and innuendo. Perhaps he doesn't remember the moratorium in 2008 that we had here in New Hanover County, where due to failing septic systems, no one could build a house or open up a business. And that essentially stopped economic development in New Hanover County during that period of time. In the years that utility authority has been formed, we've reduced the number of sewage spills by 50% and the volume of those spills by 77%. And I'm frankly just amazed at Derrick's sudden interest in the Public Utility Authority. I've served on that board for 5 years, and I have never seen him at a meeting, a public hearing, or any workshops that we have. Our meetings are all open to the public, and our business is transparent. And yet he's never made a public comment until now. In my 5 years, I counted them up, and I've attended more than 300 CFPUA meetings in 5 years. And not once have I ever seen Derrick Hickey. Not once.
And that, I'm sure you read that message that he sent me. And he basically said that's the reason why he's running, is because of the CFPUA.
Well, I think candidates in elections past, and Mr. Hickey has run, this will be his third attempt to try to be a county commissioner, and in years past, I think other people have also hung their hat on that context, but the facts are there and they remain. To prove anything that's on his website is just an error about both the efficiency and the record of performance that the utility authority has. The record speaks for itself.
What are some things that are inaccurate on his page and on Facebook?
Well, I think that you will find every item that he has listed is in error. A big part of what he's talking about is how outrageous our rates are, which is simply not true. We gauge our rates every year against our peers and by the Council of Governments in the state, and we are in the middle. Our customer service, they're also attacking, and last year, at my recommendation as chair of the Utility Authority, we conducted a customer service survey. And we received excellent remarks, comments, and feedback on our customer service personnel, especially for their professional conduct and the way they work with our customers. So that's just simply not true. We read 67,000 meters every other month. And we issue bills with an accuracy rate of over 99%. I don't think he has much to hang his hat on billing errors.
Do you think this is just a scare tactic?
It's always easy to spout out information that's incorrect with no basis to back it up. Those people who have lived in this area for a while are aware of the fact that this is something that Derrick Hickey does quite frequently. I would like to think that we have a lot of really important issues to focus on in New Hanover County, and quite frankly, I'm very proud of the service that I've given to the Utility Authority. It has given me a broad understanding of the county, how the city and the county work together, and how we partner with that. And that is a really broad base of experience that I bring to this office, and I prefer to stand on the facts and the correct issues versus innuendo and errors that can't be supported.
What are some other things that he's done in the past? You said he's done things like this, similar things like this in the past?
I think folks in his camp are notorious for setting up fake Instagram accounts or Instagram accounts in other people's names. And they did that to me about 2 weeks after I filed to run for office. They also have, just during this campaign, not for mine personally, but have set up other websites for other candidates that are running for office with just incredibly incorrect information, again, and innuendo. And I would love to think that New Hanover County is above that kind of politics. I'm amazed that that's the only thing that he seems to hang his hat on. And I think it's time that he comes out and talks about what he's for instead of slamming errors and mud at people who are trying to do a good job for the citizens of New Hanover County.